2 weeks out from the Olympics, and it's going to feel different for some athletes. Not because they're less prepared, not because they want it more, but because they know something important. This will be their final Olympics. For some, that realization is quiet. For others, it is very loud and very clear. All the years of training, the multiple Olympics, a body that has given a lot, and a growing awareness that life beyond sport is coming. And when athletes realize this may be the final chapter, pressure often changes. But before we go any further, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Hilary Perlus. I'm a sport and performance psychology coach, former athlete, and former sport coach, with the motivation to help us all maximize our inner strength to optimize our outer strength. My work focuses on helping people navigate pressure moments like this one, not by avoiding pressure, but by learning how to work with it, so that when moments matter most, you can show up with confidence, clarity, and control. That's the lens I'm bringing into this conversation. For some athletes, knowing it's their last time, well, they're going to want to go out with a bang. No holding back, risk everything, give every ounce of effort. Not because the results are guaranteed, but because effort still is. Olympic champion Jessie Diggins has spoken openly about this mindset as she goes into her final Olympic season. She wants to go after the Olympics with everything that she has. And that framing matters because it'll help her shift away from any fear of ending and toward a commitment to the moment. For others, the motivation looks a little bit different. It can be 100% about soaking in the fun, having a great experience just from the experience. Olympic veteran Hilary Knight, who has also publicly shared that Cortina will be her 5th and final Olympics, talks about wanting to compete hard and also really appreciating the moment it represents. And that balance, well, it's going to be intentional for her. It's not that it's less competitive, but for some athletes nearing the end, the pressure is internalized different. Others, they may need to feel that they need to prove something to others, to themselves, or for both. And that desire can create, well, anxiety, because proving something is rooted in the fear of judgment, not in the clarity of purpose. Now, I cannot tell you the right motivation. Some athletes are going to want to risk everything. Some athletes, they want freedom. Some want closure. Some want redemption. There is no single correct reason. But in addition to wanting to be remembered a certain way, I encourage you to want to think about how you want to remember the competition for yourself. Both matter. Athletes like Alex Ferreira, a 2-time Olympic medalist in freestyle halfpipe, he's spoken about his approach to his final Olympic chapter, and it's not about fear. He has described wanting to ski creatively, fully and without holding back, not to chase a result, but to embrace this moment. And again, that distinction matters. Giving everything is not the same as demanding an outcome. If this conversation is resonating with you, whether you're an athlete or a leader or having any transition in life, we can work together one-on-one. We can focus on clarifying your purpose, managing your pressure, and helping you define what success actually means, not just on paper, but internally. And if you want support navigating your own high-stakes moment or a transition you're having, contact me. A way to do that is in the link in the descriptions. There's also some freebies there as well. So going back, instead of focusing on the results only, I encourage performers to ask deeper questions. They are not just end-of-the-career questions, they are human questions. And they apply to sport, they apply to leadership, business, and life. First, who or what matters most to you right now? Yes, be other-focused, teammates, family, support systems. But please include yourself in this answer. Remember, it's not just how you want to be remembered, it's how you want to remember this. Second, how do you want your presence to affect others, impact others? Not just your performance, your presence. Think about your energy, your composure, your leadership. People remember how they felt around you long after the results fade. Third, what standards do you want to be known for living by? And this is not about the strangers you have, but the people who really know you. And by yourself. effort, integrity, respect, commitment, courage. Fourth, when you move on to your next chapter, what do you want people to say about how you competed or participated? What do you want you to say about yourself and the way you competed and participated? Fifth, what would success mean to you if the results were taken away? This question often brings the most clarity because it shows you what else matters alongside the results. And here is the most powerful part. These questions, these conversations usually happen when we are nearing the end of something. But why wait? Why can these not be the conversations we have at the beginning or of the middle of a chapter 2? If you're finishing one season of your life, yes, answer these questions because they will help. They will help you close with intention. And if you're not concluding anything right now, ask them anyways. Because when the time comes to move on, you will already know that you lived in a way you respect. It's about meaning, identity, character, values, alignment. And when clarity leads, pressure becomes more manageable. Not because it disappears, because it is organized around what matters most. This may be the last Olympics for some athletes, and that does not have to make it heavier. It can make it honest. Next week, we enter the final countdown, when the moment arrives, when preparation ends and performance begins, and how to steady yourself in that moment. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day.